And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at a little game called Fluttering Souls, which I don't know what it is. This is such a great name for a game. I just like the idea. It's based on a little story, a tragic story of love lost and how the white butterflies, a Japanese legend of a soul, come back. It's nice. It's about butterflies, but it's a little micro game of sorts for two players as you're drafting cards trying to get them. Here's how it plays. The goal of the game is to win 3 rounds, getting 3 white butterflies. Each round is going to be played the same way. You're going to shuffle a deck of placement cards, turn over a placement card, and then you're going to take a deck of butterfly cards and lay them out so that they match this. Now the black cards here are going to be played face down. The rest are going to be played face up. So here I would put 4 butterflies in the back row, then a face up on top of that, a face up, a face down, a face up, a face up, a face up, face down, face down, face up, face down, face up, face down, and 2 face up cards. There are 2 cards that won't be used. Those 2 cards are not in that particular round. One player goes first. The other player gets the Great Egg Fly card. To win a round, a player needs to get the most points. You're going to get the points from various butterfly cards. A butterfly card will show you on it how many there are in the deck. And then, for example, the blue morpho, 3 blue morphos gives you 4 points. A swallowtail, 1, gives you 2 points. And if you have a pair of them, you get no points, but it can be used as a wild card in another set. So it's pretty simple. On your turn, you take a card that you can take. Right now, in this particular one, I can only take the 88 here or the blue morpho. But once I take the 88, this one flips over, and now my opponent can pick either the swallowtail or the blue morpho. Let's say they take the blue morpho. Now it comes back to me. I have 3 choices. If I take the monarch, then maybe they take the swallowtail, and now we pick between those. Now the next person has 4 choices, and it just keeps going like that. Now the person who has the Great Egg Fly, they are able to use it to replace a card that's already on the board. So let's say, for example, I take this 88, but I don't want you to get that monarch. I could put the Great Egg Fly in its place. Now you could take the Great Egg Fly, and then I get my blue monarch, and then you take the blue morpho, and then later on, you could do the same thing. When you take that card, you could put this card on top of it in its place. Now the Great Egg Fly is important because you can do things like that. You can even force your opponent to take it. But if there's a tie between points at the end of a round, whoever has the Great Egg Fly will win that tie. After all the cards are taken, you add up the points. Whoever has the most points gets a white butterfly. You shuffle these cards, draw another one, and keep going till someone gets 3 white butterflies. Really, there's not a lot of components in the game. You got these nice little white butterflies. The art on the cards could have been maybe better quality. They're okay quality, but the art is good. And I like how they use the little butterflies to show you how many there are. And it works well. And then these are just various ways to do different combos of cards. So each game you're going to have a slightly different array of cards. That's it. It could be easily put into your pocket. If you don't even need the white butterflies, you could just use a deck of cards and keep track of points. Now, if you play a lot of games like I do, you'll notice that Fluttering Souls is very similar to Seven Wonders Duel, how the drafting is. Seven Wonders Duel is a very big, robust game. This is just a very simple game of collecting cards. And in fact, this game, I think for some, is just going to feel too simple. You're trying to draft the cards and you're like, what else is there? That's it. You're drafting cards, getting points. But I like it. It's a travel game. In fact, I played this one as I traveled, and I was sitting in an airport with someone else. We were able to play on one of the seats there. It might be a little too much layout for an airplane tray, but it's just lay out the cards and pull them up. You're at a table at a restaurant. This is a game you could play between ordering the appetizers and getting the appetizers. It's a nice little 2-player back and forth. I like the theming of it. I like the butterflies, but there's not a whole lot more I can say to that. It's going to be the same game over and over, but it's a short, small game, and I think fits what it's trying to do really well. Not every game needs to be complex. This is just a nice, pleasant conversation, and what you could be talking as you gather the cards, and you learn a couple names of butterflies along the way. That's a nice, cute game, Fluttering Souls. Dice Tower Judgment approved.
Thanks so much for watching another Dice Tower video. If you enjoy our videos, subscribe to the channel for more fun, comprehensive board game coverage. Also, consider joining us at one of our events. Come to Dice Tower Retreat, a small, intimate gathering where gaming is king. Join us for Dice Tower Cruise, the largest board game cruise. Attend Dice Tower West in Las Vegas for gaming fun on the West Coast, or Dice Tower East in Orlando, in sunny Florida. Dice Tower Conventions, the friendliest gaming conventions on Earth. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching the Dice Tower.